Hey my little peacheroonies, and welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to another episode of our Disney Princess series. We are on Cinderella, but honestly, I'm kind of thinking that this might be the final episode. I didn't realize this till I started recording it. Once a little Babbleroo is born in this series, we kind of switched to Princess Tiana's series, which is The Princess and the Frog. I watched it. Ali and I went ahead and watched it on Amazon. We are going to be doing our final little steps of Cinderella's story today. As you can see, yet again, I've been to the gym. Can you tell I'm getting married this year? Because that's where all the effort is going in on the gym. But in the last episode, obviously I moved a lot of people around the houses because we had the whole wedding thing. Anastasia and Grumpy moved in. We moved Drizella and Darian back in, which means Princess Alexander is free. But you guys made a good point that I mean, I didn't forget about the babies. Only a complete monster would forget about a baby, right? That can't be what it is. I just temporarily slipped my mind. But I kind of realized I needed to move these guys out, otherwise I'd have too many people in the household. So these guys are going to be starting their life together. I don't think they should have much money, so I'm only going to give them $100, but I am going to use money for the build. So also after that, I need to move the baby. I need to move the baby that I totally forgot about from this house. Can I move a bit? Oh, I've just pressed the wrong button. Look, there he is. He's free. He's like, well, that was a strange way to end my teenager. So, oh, Nathaniel, Jaquan and Nathaniel. Did those guys have twins? I think they had twins, but I didn't realize that they had twins. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's anyone else's baby. I mean, I'll check on the whole family tree, but wow. They actually had twins, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, the other thing I need to do, I also need to move over, I think at least Bruno. I think Bruno should move in with these guys. I feel like Lucifer would be much happier with Drizella than he would ever be with Cinderella, even though she won't look after him. But she's kind of the most similar to the evil stepmother, so we'll leave those guys together. But there we go. So, one thing I need to do at the start of this episode is, if you guys remember in Princess and the Frog, Georgia has helpfully given me some screenshots, but Tiana lives in what I learned is called a shotgun house. The reason it is called a shotgun house is the idea is you could fire a shotgun here and it would travel all the way through the house. These houses were super popular in the 1920s in New Orleans, which is of course where the Princess and the Frog is set, and it is where she begins her story with her family, so I kind of figured we should try and build one of those. Now the thing that doesn't quite add up to me is this is Tiana's room in The Princess and the Frog, and then here it is when she is she's grown, she's like a teen here, but by this plan, it's all in one. So I might have to make my shotgun house a little bit bigger to put 2 bedrooms there and maybe put a little bit of a hallway. I don't know why I keep like drawing on the screen. You guys can't see it. But a little bit of a hallway like along here to have 2 bedrooms. So it might be a little bit longer, but we will keep it with the kind of feel of the house from The Princess and the Frog, which is tight, cramped living space. Honestly, a very small house in what will have been a very poor area compared to other parts of New Orleans. But I still think there's a really nice community spirit here, and I actually think the houses are really, really cute. So we will try and replicate that the best we can. We'll try and be historically accurate. I also don't know if Windenburg is the best place from this. Plus, Prince Kian is meant to come from another region. So I'm kind of trying to work out where sort of looks right. New Orleans is pretty hot, right? I feel like it's hot. Is it in Louisiana or Georgia? Louisiana. It's in Louisiana. And it is considered to have a subtropical climate, very hot, which technically means it would be in the jungle. I don't really feel like I've got anywhere here that actually quite matches. Probably Oasis Springs or Strangerville are the closest. I'm kind of vibing on with Strangerville in some of the more green areas here. Why is this not a lot? Why can't I build here? I hate when the Sims games does this. I might do it here on River. What? Cliffside Crest. Let's go ahead and try and build it on here. This kind of looks right. It's green, but it's also hot looking. Right? And this is the plan. This is what we're going for right here. I mean, the thing that makes it easier is it is literally a line. I might put 2 faux houses on either side, depending on how much room we've got, or maybe even just one. But it's like porch, living room, bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom, and backstop. That's kind of the whole house. Does that look about right? Does it look too small? I don't know. I don't think it looks long enough. I'm gonna make it longer. Maybe something more like that. Let's give that a go. This is actually quite fun. I've never really built a house like this before. I know that these houses do have some potential negative connotations to them, but we're just gonna try and, to the best of our ability, kind of go for something similar to the one featured in the film. And we've got some good pictures, because look, this is like a really nice scene of when everyone comes together to try the food. Is it the jambalaya? There's some dishes, like American kind of dishes, that just don't exist in the UK, really. That's one of them. But I can get an idea of the porch, at least. This is the back of the house. So it's a porch, I need to like switch these to like the little posts, like wood posts. And her house to me looks, I mean, here it kind of looks reddish, but I don't know if that's just the light, but I feel like it's a bit of a pinky red kind of look. I also quite like that her story is a bit of a rags to riches, because as you guys know, we love a bit of rags to riches on this channel. So I'm definitely excited for that. I'm thinking this is too big. I think I'm gonna make the whole thing smaller because it just looks really big and like wide, and I don't think it's meant to be very wide. Just give this a go. And also not that high either, but maybe not that low. Maybe like somewhere in between like this. I really hope we get this right. Again, please educate me if I'm getting any of this wrong. This kind of style of housing doesn't really exist in the UK. I guess this equivalent in the UK would be probably like terrace housing, was like a cheaper, more affordable housing option. A lot of the ones on the street have the little spandrels around the side, which I think is quite cute. In the shot here, the house that Tiana's in doesn't have that. I also just realized this is the door, isn't it? And it's actually got the 4 panes of glass in it. But I've got the window right, but then it's only got one window. I need to put this little light on. But I thought it looked a little bit more like put together with the spandrels. I don't know. I guess I've got to try and make it look as similar to the actual thing as I haven't I? There's only one window, and I need a door with the 4 little windows looking out of it. It's kind of somewhere in between. Look at the color, it's like a salmon. I can give you blood red or I can give you really baby pink, but there's not really an in between. I think I'm just gonna go for this. And those shutters need to be white. Like, I'm gonna get it close, but it's The Sims, there's limitations. And I think that's kind of got a cuteness to it. Now, if I move all of this to one side, I think I might be able to fit a few more on. Because then it would have all the houses side by side. And I think that's a little bit more realistic. What I could do then is actually move roommates in and assign them that side of the house. But I don't know how well that would work. Okay, so we've got 3 now. And they all look a little bit different. Ooh, I needed to change the paneling. But they all look kind of different to each other, which I think is kind of cool. Hopefully you guys agree. And maybe you guys could put up some neighbors potentially for our little Tiana on the gallery. If you do Clare Siobhan hashtag, maybe hashtag Tiana's neighbors, because I don't think anyone will be really using that hashtag. So hopefully you guys will be able to get them up there without people kind of taking over the hashtag. Okay, so they're all kind of different looking, kind of cute looking. I will want to add your neighbors now. And she also has some little greenery around the front of hers, and you guys know how much I love a little bit of greenery. So let's pop a few little bits and bobs of cute shrubs and whatnot around the front of the house. Okay, so we've got some little themes going on around the houses as well. This is so cute. And for now, I will just do the inside of Tiana's house. But if we do decide to go for that neighborhood option, if it works, which I'm not 100% sure whether it will do or not, but then I can add, I'm just checking, it's all floorboards, I think. Yeah, floorboards throughout the whole house. At which point I can add a little bit of furniture for our neighbors as well. Now, one error I've made is I've realized when she looks out the window and wishes upon a star, in my build, she's just gonna be looking at her neighbor's, the side of her neighbor's house. But please just try and ignore that, because I really want her house to be in the middle, so it feels like we're like in the middle of this little community. So just ignore that inconsistency. Thanks, guys. I think that's the basic setup that I'm gonna go for the house. All the paneling and stuff is the same, at least while she's a child. I know I'm taking this way too seriously, but if you look, every room in the house looks same paneling, same floors, same paneling, same floors. But then when she grows up, the paneling, it does change a little bit, but at least while she's a kid, and that's what we're going for at the beginning, it looks like this. It's very, very bare bones. So it's kind of just the stove where her mum works, some like shelving and some seating here. That must be the back of the house. Lexi, what are you biting? Lexi, stop it. Stop being naughty. Okay, so I've done a little kitchen. I just tried to like fill the walls with as much stuff as I could. And I've done a little bit of a bathroom as well. Onto Tiana's room. So she's got a single bed here. The dogs are being complete wrecks behind me. And this is where she like leans out and looks upon the star. I think that's pretty good. And then she's got a little bedside table. Also, just because it's kind of funny, gonna put a little frog on the wall there, because she does see a frog outside a window there, doesn't she? When she's a little girl and she starts screaming. And I am realizing I'm putting a lot of room into it, a lot of effort into a room for a child that does not exist yet. So I probably need to do Cinderella and Kian's room a little bit more. As usual, this has taken me a really long time as well. It's, an hour. I've been doing this house an hour so far. I think I've got the whole house done. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to put stuff out on the porch, but there isn't anything in the porch in the film. But I've also not put a TV or anything in. I've tried to like make it kind of look as realistic as I can based on what you see in the movie. So let me know what you guys think. I know it's kind of basic, but it's sort of meant to be that way. So we need to go ahead and move them in with their little dog. So cute. Into their new little housey. This is really fun. And we get to actually play as them finally. An hour and a half later, I can actually play. Yay! Building takes me ages. Like, you see how I scratch my arms when I build? It looks like I've literally bruised on my arm, but it's just from scratching. But I'm so perfectionist when it comes to building. I just can't help myself. I don't feel like these guys are gonna try and discover the Strangerville mystery. I'm not gonna lie. You are feeling a lot of lust. Also, I feel like Kian's still a teenager. Yeah, babes, I'm gonna need you to age up. Otherwise, this is just, I don't know, kind of feels weird. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it feels a little bit weird. Ta-da! He is now a young adult. Oh, his aspiration is big, happy family. Oh, well, that's so cute. I think the one thing that the dad had in The Princess and the Frog is that despite how hard stuff was, he stayed really cheerful, which I think is real cute. And they're in their little house. I feel like it kind of feels like it. Like, it does have the same vibe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And you also linked me to loads of 1920s clothing, so thank you guys for doing that. I have forgotten to download it, but I am gonna download it so that we can dress them in it as well. And it is kind of late, so I'ma just, oh, we've got nothing for Bruno. Brew, you need some furniture too. Hopefully you can still get to the bed if I put it there, and then we'll put your little foodie bowl here as well, okay? I had to bring Bruno with me. There was no way we could leave him there. Oh, and we're able to afford that with our £100 as well, so that's pretty awesome. And these guys are gonna celebrate moving in to their cutesy new little home. Oh my gosh, I want to get them the 1920s clothes so badly, but I guess we are just finishing off little Cinderella's story here before we move on to the 1920s and Prohibition and Princess Tiana, which I think we've done a pretty cute job with the room as well. I like the little frog decal. Little hint if you know what's coming there. She turns into a frog. I can't do that. So I was like, I don't think I have plant sims either. I was like, how do I do that? Should I make her an alien? Should I make her a plant sim? I don't know. She needs something to transform into that she manages to claw way back from. Then she also has to start the restaurant. Like, okay, wow. There is a lot to do with little Princess Tiana, so I'm kind of hyped for that. And all the little cuties are asleep in their house. So you guys might be like, oh my gosh, Cinderella's like lived in cute. She lived in a cute cottage. I actually think this house is cute. But she lived in a cute cottage. She's lived in the big, huge chateau. Like, this is gonna feel like so, like, I don't know, like hemmed in. Is she gonna miss? Oh wow, is Bruno just doing a poop on the porch? I think he was doing a poop on the porch there. Is she gonna miss living in such a big house? Like, surely she's gonna hate things here. Honestly, I don't think she will, because there's a big difference between living in a big house, but you're actually not enjoying it, you're just serving everybody else, and having a little place to call your own, even if it is small, even if it isn't kind of the house you were in before, it's still like a piece of your own house, which is totally different to being in a big house that isn't yours. So I think she's gonna feel real happy about that. And also, if you're wondering why a prince lives in a house like this, I've talked about this a little bit before, but with Prince Kian, his kingdom and the royalty in their kingdom has kind of been absolutely, ooh, it's Winterfest, okay. It's kind of been completely more or less lost due to war. He often is off fighting wars. They've lost their kingdom's riches because of ongoing wars with their kingdom and other kingdoms. So I think he's probably kind of embarrassed that he's gone from, like, I don't know, castles to something a little bit more humble, or maybe he volunteered to do it because it wasn't fair that the rest of his kingdom had no money and he was there living a life of wealth. Maybe his royal family is just kind of like that. I don't know. This bit is where I'm kind of going from one kind of story to another, so you have to bear with me with the inconsistencies. And we have to fit in with Princess Tiana. Now, as oh no, we don't have enough money. We need $60 or $70 for a Winterfest meal, and I told you guys that Prince Kian absolutely loves cooking. He actually has a dream one day of running his own restaurant if ever his kingdom finishes its ongoing wars and it's a little bit more stable. He wants to open a restaurant. What is also pretty true of Prince Kian is that he is a really, really hard worker. And in Princess with Tiana and Princess and the Frog, one theme with her dad is that he works a lot of jobs to try and get enough money to support his family, but he never really shares that stress. So what I am gonna do for Kian is get him a load of odd jobs to work on instead. I might get him a full-time job too, as well as odd jobs. So there's gonna be a lot that he has to do. He needs to go box packing, which will get him enough money to be able to cook a meal for Cinderella. He never wanted her to cook again because she obviously spent so much of her life cooking. She is pretty hungry right now though. I'm just gonna you know, Kian, she does need some food at some point. But since she's like, if you're cooking, I'll wash, I'll look after Bruno. Like, I'll do all these bits because I want to still feel like I'm helping out around the house. And oh my gosh, look at this little message from Grumpy. Congratulations on getting married to Kian. I hope you guys are very happy together. Oh, should I check whether it was twins with those guys as well? This is me, and then we got Grumpy. And yeah, they have twins. Oh my gosh, Jaquan and Nathaniel Huntington. Wow. A lot of babies for those guys. They did not wait around, did they? Okay, so Kian is going to head off to his first odd job. I will go ahead and get him a full-time job as well. But we just need some money in order to be able to at least celebrate Winterfest. It kind of feels like Cinderella's going back to doing all the stuff she was doing before. But she's doing it for her husband and her family. Her husband who just wants to earn some money in order to be able to cook her lovely meal. So it's very different. I know it looks similar, but life is always going to be chores. It's just your mindset towards them. And in this household, we know they definitely raise their child to really think about doing hard work and working hard and getting the benefits from that. So we need to start instilling that, even though there's no baby on the horizon quite yet. And I know you're hungry. I know you're hungry. You also need to get yourself a little shower. Ooh, they did woo-woo last night. Should I get her to take a pregnancy test when she comes back and then grab yourself a little shower? Stuff to put her off the hunger, I would say. But look how confident and happy he's feeling, even though he's working hard. One absolute baby. So we're gonna go take little Bruno out and about. I actually really want you guys to make me some neighbors because I think that would be really, really cool, and I like the idea of having some neighbors. Just ignore the fact that this is all very not 1920s, let's face it. Just put that out of your mind for now, okay? And just pretend we were in Louisiana. I mean, it kind of, I get the vibe of Louisiana from it until I see the other townies, so... Just ignore them. Oh, yay, we got $84. It's not a lot, but it's honest work. Let's go ahead and cook a grand meal for beautiful Cinderella, because we said we would. And I've just been to check on Cinderella. I haven't got her to take the pregnancy test yet, but I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, she looks kind of lost and a bit stuck right now. I'm gonna go ahead and guess Mabes were pregnant. Maybe we're a little bit pregnant. Also, the bladder being low as well is also making me definitely think pregnancy potential thoughts. Oh man, now she's gonna have to walk home like this. Life just never gets any easier for you, Cinderella, really, does it? Oh my gosh, Evie, snore louder. And look at this beautiful grand meal. Well done, Prince Kian. Looking so delicious. Why don't we go ahead and invite over some of the fams as well? I really don't want to do it, but if I invite over Gisela and Aaron, maybe I can push those two together. I don't actually feel like she deserves a happy ending, but there's no reason why Aaron can't have a happy ending, you know? So we're gonna invite this group over. And Cinderella did not make it back to the toilet. Oh, babes. Oh, babes, we got people coming over, okay? We got people coming over, so please just, like, come and get yourself washed. And then I guess you've got some news to announce to everybody. Yeah, I don't even need to... Oh my gosh, like Gisela making people miserable already. I don't even need to take the pregnancy test anymore. The game is like, yes, she's pregnant. Eating for two. Oh my gosh, she's quite far into her first trimester already. Wow. And is this for real? She'll always remember this breathtaking moment. That's so cute. Look, a little Brew. Actually happy for the first time, little Brew as well. Look, Kian doing our laundry for us too. You guys actually like the hair more, I think, that we had on his wedding day. So when I change all his outfits, I can go ahead and change that too. I think what I'm also gonna have to give him is the military job, because it kind of fits his story. Because he does join the military, although he does stuff before that. Maybe that's something we'll do a little bit later on once Tiana is a little bit more grown. Look, Anastasia in here making an effort with Darian. Gisela just like, yeah, just deal with him. I don't want to. Gisela, always mother of the year. Although I say that, she's actually in here playing Dollhouse with him. Okay, I feel less bad about pushing her and Aaron together now because, I don't know, maybe there's hope for her yet. Maybe she can be redeemed too now that the evil stepmother has died. And I'm gonna go ahead and call everyone to the grand meal as well because Cinderella's just about finished her shower and she's starving and she's eating for two, so she needs some foodies in her. It's the grand meal, everyone. This is nice because, like, at the beginning scene of Princess and the Frog, like, everyone, I know Tiana's not even here yet, but the idea of sharing like a home-cooked meal that you put your heart and soul into with everyone and all of the people that you love around you and Gisela is kind of cute, right? I like that. Okay, so I might go ahead and just be like, Oh, who's she yelling at now? She's yelling at my Kian. I don't think so. We're gonna go ahead, other Sims. Ask about another Sim. Just see like what is going on between these two. I just like tying up loose ends. I just feel better when all the loose ends are tied up. And Gisela is a huge loose end. So if we can tie her up, that will make me a lot happier. Honestly, I don't really like Aaron. But you were in love with him not 10 minutes ago, okay? So please get back on the Aaron hype train. Look how sad you are. You're miserable. He was your first love. You need that love back in your life, okay? Even if I'm not 100% convinced you deserve it. Maybe we can try with more reasonable Aaron, who's in here, spending time with his little mini-me. Like, he knows that child deserves his father having him around while he grows up, okay? Honestly, if Gisela keeps annoying me, I might just send Darian to go live with Aaron and Gisela. Oh, Gisela's come in. Are they playing Happy Families? Please don't come in and yell at him. Please come in and be nice to him, okay? Are you just gonna stare at him? That's probably gonna freak him out. Like, he looks a little bit nervous, but look how in love with her he looks. He deserves his happy ending, guys. Oh, look, Cinderella's giving little Darian a bath. I wish the babies could have come over, but you can't bring babies anywhere in The Sims, which is super annoying. And oh my gosh, Bruno needs to go out. And oh my gosh, I swear I just saw him give her a rose. Oh, it went awkwardly though. But I swear, oh my gosh, please stop your child from wrecking. Gisela, why you have to be such a wreck? Why? Why? Why'd you have to be such a wreck? Okay, this is going really, really badly, guys. I tried my hardest to get them together, but it's just... It's gone so bad. I don't know why they're fighting, but it's devolved into a full-blown fight. In front of their toddler who's just stood on the floor behind, like... But, I don't understand them. They are just... Oh my gosh! Why? Why are you the way you are, Gisela? I don't understand it. You are a complete freaking wreck. At least these guys are still adorable and nice together. These two are weird, but these two are very cute. Talking about frogs! They know they are talking about the frog, but they do have two babies to look after. It might be a little bit much. Oh, everyone's heading home as well. Okay, bye little family lambs. And now everyone else has gone home. It's just these guys together. I did change his hair, by the way. Just these guys together having some of Kian's homemade brownies. I don't think Cinderella's ever in her life have somebody so desperate to cook for her and just like be like, oh, try my brownie recipe. It's like handed down through generations. Let me know what you think about it. She seems very happy. He honestly can't take his eyes off her. He is completely smitten with her. I was kind of thinking maybe it took him like so long to like make a move because, you know, she had Prince Alexander chasing after her with his huge castle and he knew he only had this. So maybe that's why he held off for so long, but I think they've ended up, oh my gosh, she's so freaking pregnant. They've still ended up happy. I don't think she minds that it's a little bit different to what she expected at all. I think it's a pretty cute ending. We know that we've got Cinderella's pregnancy, so we know we're gonna get some, hopefully a girl. I might have to make it so that it is definitely a girl. I can check actually and see what MC Command Center thinks it is. MC pregnancy. 1 female babies. Okay, that's pretty perfect. So, and it is Kian's. Always good to know. We know that there's 1 baby coming in at the next episode, which means it's going to be a whole new season, and we will be beginning Tiana's story. I will go through the rules of Tiana there as well. Obviously, we'll still be finishing off stuff with Cinderella, but most of her stuff was basically get married after the stepmother dies, which we've kind of done. So they are super, super adorable. I cannot wait to see what little Princess Tiana looks like. And I love the house. I am so ready for her to move into her little bedroom. So if you guys are excited for that, please give this video a big cheeky thumbs up. Please upload your Tiana's neighbors to the gallery and I will move in 2 families next door. I will also download the 1920s clothing. Ready for the next episode as well, so that I can get these guys all dressed up, ready for the Princess and the Frog storyline. And I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.